It's the Champions League against Shakhtar Donetsk, and we've started this season like we finished the last. Unbeaten. Roll the intro. Hello and welcome back to the NK Zagreb save, and as you can see, it's been a phenomenal start to the season. We beat Osijek 3-0. I think I might have gone through that one last time. 0-0 we drew with Dynamo, which is a bit annoying. But then we beat Istra 2-0. DeSantis getting a brace. 2-0 against Slaven Blupo. Simjonovic getting a brace. 2-0 against Rijeka. Jerry getting a brace. And then 2-0 versus Vazadin with Santis and Rallis on the score sheet. Lokomotiva 1-0. Jerry getting the goal. Milan 3-1 victory. Incredible performance. 1-0 down with 10 minutes to go. They got a man sent off on the half-time marker. But with 10 minutes to go, we just turned it around out of nowhere. 80th minute, centre-back Benkovic got a goal. 86th minute, Nikola Tesla got us a goal. And in the 93rd, Donnarumma scored an OG, which was incredibly unlucky. Gronley hit a free kick. It hit the bar, hit the back of Donnarumma's head and went in. Then it was 2-0 against Hajduk with Gronley getting a brace. Excuse me. Karlovic were put to the sword 2-0 in the cup with loads of youngsters coming in, which was great to see. So Zach Farrell got his first game for the club and scored. Milanovic got his first game for the club. He's progressing really nicely. He scored as well. Who else came into this team? We had Denis Zayek up front, Jeremy Picard, Omarson, Domic, Canino, Antonio Carlos, Cabrera. All of these guys making their first start for the club, which was really good to see. And we've just beaten Osijek 3-1 again. Late goals just seems to be where we're at. We just keep going and going and going through these games. And we come into this Shakhtar game finding ourselves joint top of the group with Arsenal, who are above us because they've got a slightly better goal difference of 3, whereas we've got 2. So we are in quite a good position, I would say, with that first win against Milan, which was just unthinkable to happen like that. But today we are playing Shakhtar Donetsk. We have no more transfer news, I don't think. No one in and no one out. We had a bid for Yurisev from Al Hassi, I think, in Saudi Arabia, but we turned it down. He got a little bit moany, and then Veslanovic went in and sorted him out, which was good, made him all cheerful again. But generally, we've been playing pretty damn well, to be honest. It's been going very, very good indeed. Hopefully it won't all fall apart against Shakhtar Donetsk, but there's, you just keep going, don't you? Just keep working along. DeSantis, 5 goals in 11 games. 3 for Nicholas Tesla, 3 for Jerry, 2 for Gronley, 2 for Rallis, 2 for Simjonovic, and 1 apiece for Veslanovic and Benkovic, the centre-backs. Assists are all being spread out. Ponce, Guigon, Tesla, Gronley, Rallis, DeSantis, all up there with more than 2 or more, I should say. But generally, it's gone really well. David De Gea has been ridiculously good, as you would expect. He's conceded 1 goal in 3 league games. It's been pretty ridiculous, to be honest, how good he's been. Only conceding 2 goals in 4 games, because obviously he played the one against Milan as well. So yeah, he's sort of past it. Like, some stats, all the stats are going down and his physicals are pretty rubbish, but these goalkeeping stats are absolutely ridiculously good still. So I'm just so happy that he's here. 16 grand a week's a bit much, but yeah, he's just still really good. Really good. Now watch him absolutely fuck up in this game against Shakhtar Donetsk. But let's get into it then. We'll go into the team selection. This is how we're going to line up, although Vicario hasn't been... I'm actually going to start Rallis because I've not been impressed with Vicario. De Gea in goal, Simjonovic, Benkovic, Veslanovic and Ponce at the back, Yurisev, Gronley and Rallis in the middle, DeSantis on the right, Alberto on the left and Jerry leading the line. On the bench, Tesla, Simjonovic, Vicario, Ledesma, Rojas, Alere and Uros Drakulic, because Torres has an injury, so can't even make the bench because he's only 70% fit, so I didn't really want to risk him. We'll use him for the league games. They're lining up in a 4-4-1 with the older and experienced head of Silva. They've got Julian Brandat. They've got a very old team, actually. They've got a very old team. He's still quite quick for an old... Actually, he's a holding midfielder as well, not actually a centre-back, natural centre-back. He's lacking a bit of pace. So hopefully we can take advantage of that lack of pace. We're going to go attacking. Again, we're going to try from the off. and get in their faces. Show me what you can do. That's what we want to say. Passionately is a lot more to come from absolutely everybody. Let's go out there and get this. 2 wins in the Champions League back-to-back would be, well, utterly ridiculous, wouldn't it? It would be brilliant. So we're going to get the game underway. Siminovic is a good interception straight from the off. DeSantis comes forward. He's robbed by Bruno Fernandes. Andre Silva with the ball. He's then robbed by Jurisev, but it was a foul. And that'll be the end of the first highlight. But it's been a fantastic start. Getting that win against Milan was ridiculous. They got that man sent off in the first half and it completely changed the game as Jurisev lays it back to Alberto. Stick Rallis. Oh, it's intercepted well by Brandt. Julian Brandt comes forward. One of the experienced heads into Juan Jose. Benkovic has just put it in his own net. Not the start you want. 5 minutes into it. What was this about? Brandt came forward. Julian Brandt. It looked like it was all under control. Dinked over top. Juan Jose was actually, it's knocked back. Benkovic with a header and it's just out of the reach of De Gea. Oh man, and I've been bigging us up and we have gone and scored one of the most comical own goals I've seen this season on Football Manager. Shocking. Unbelievable stuff. Let's demand more out of them. We're actually going to go quicker to the flanks. In possession, we're going to go wider. Let's go slightly shorter rather than completely short and try and get back into this game. Maya, ball in, back post. Silva heads it back across. Benkovic gets this one away. Fernandes, shots blocked. Out to Maya again. And it's 2-0 to Shakhtar. And Olivier Baptiste Maya has got his first goal of the season firing past De Gea. Wow, I said we were playing really well. And we come into this game on camera and looks like it's going to be our first loss of the season as Baptiste Maya. That's a good shot, firing it into the corner past De Gea. And it's all Shakhtar Donetsk at the moment. Another highlight into Brandt. Brandt comes forward with it into Saul, into Fernandes. Outright to Baptiste Maya. Back post to Brandt. It's headed away well, but it comes to Julian Brandt again and he shoots over the bar. And yeah, this is not going to the script. Jurisev back to Ponce. Ponce to Jurisev. Rallis into Gronley. Gronley shoots and Sonshin makes the save. Ponce keeps it in play. Jurisev, Gronley out to Rallis. Rallis and his cross is blocked. And yeah, this is not right. This is not right. Sort this out, please, team. It looks like we are starting to get a bit more of the ball. Siminovic, ball in. Sorensen spills it. Gronley on the edge. Gronley shoots and Sonsin holds on to this one. Getting back into the game now. We are getting back into the game. And we need to... I mean, they're complacent. Let's take advantage of that. Let's go. Come on. I mean, very attacking. Let's go and get a goal. Yeah, let's close him down more. I agree. Let's close him down more. Corner. Gronley swings it in. Veselinovic. Oh, he's hit the bar. Don't be one of those games with an OG and then hitting the bar. Please don't be one of those games. Gronley with another corner. In it goes. Alberto gets beaten in the air, but he gets it back. He shoots on the right foot. Alberto's then robbed by Baptiste Maya, and he comes forward with it, looking to launch a counter-attack. And, wow, okay, that looked like a definite foul, but it wasn't given from Ponce. So, that'll take us through to half-time, and it's not... We're creating chances, we're just not putting them away. Yeah, and I agree that it's not very good. Assertively, there's a lot more. Assertively a lot more, and now I've got the hiccups, which is just what you want when you're giving a team talk to your team. Could make wholesale changes. DeSantis for Siminovic. That'll be the only one actually for now. 6.5, 6.6. He was on a 6.4, so he was the worst performing player of the half. But yeah, we're going to have to change this around as we look for Jerry over the top. But yeah, I mean, we've hit the woodwork, created one half chance. They've had no clear cut or half chances, but I find themselves 2-0 up. Siminovic, trying to get it onto his left foot for a shot, but here again, this is the risk on the counter-attack. Baptiste Maya running with the ball. Good block on the cross from Rallis, but we need more. Baptiste Maya, ball in. Soul's there. It's 3-0. Oh my word. We're falling apart in Ukraine. This is ridiculous. Jurisev out to Ponce. Ponce up to Alberto to Rallis. Back to Alberto to Ponce. I mean, we're keeping the ball well. That's just a shit pass up to Jerry. So looks to go over the top. Benkovic with a header, and it's fallen back to Benkovic, who opened the goal scoring, but in the wrong net. Rallis is in. He shoots, and Soncha makes the save. Oh, for God's sake. Come on, Gronley. Ball in, headed out, and Rallis should get there. He doesn't. Juan Jose beats him to the ball, and then that's got to be a foul. That looked absolutely horrendous. Baptiste Maya, free kick in. Oh my God, what is happening here? What is happening? We are falling apart in the Ukraine. It is falling apart. Right, Jerry off for Tesla. Alberto off for Vicario. He can sit out there as an inside forward. We're going to change the front line. We're going to drop this down to attacking. We're going to go... Don't work it into the box. Lower that tempo. Don't play for set pieces. Don't be more expressive. Let's go narrow through the middle. We'll focus the play through the middle as well. Counter press, distribute quickly is fine. Let's drop our defensive line, drop our line of engagement and get stuck into them. This is... Why does a performance like this have to have it on camera? Like, why couldn't... Oh, I don't know if... I probably would have preferred it to lose 4-0 to Milan and then beat Shakhtar on camera and we'll be in the same... That's put us to the bottom of the group on goal difference, conceding that goal. Absolutely shocking. It's awful. It's awful. Half an hour to go. We've made all of our subs. They've now made 2 of theirs. Maybe I was naive thinking we could go away anywhere in the Champions League and go and get the win, or go attacking to try for the win. I should have probably made some changes, but we've been playing superbly well, so I don't see why I should have changed our way of playing, but maybe it's just one of those days. Simunovic, Gronley. Simunovic wants some space. Back post, and twice we've hit the woodwork now. Oh my god, this is so frustrating. Ponce, Vicario, Tesla, into Vicario again, to Yurisev. Yurisev into Vicario. Vicario into Rallis. Shot, blocked, corner. 13 shots we've had, 4 on target. They've had 5 shots on target, 4 goals. I was bigging up, I said, didn't I? I was bigging up David De Gea, and he's conceded like 90% of the shots they've had on target. Oh, okay, one of them was an own goal, so I can't really hold that against him, but... Oh man, Ponce with the ball in. Simunovic tries to keep it alive. Lays it back to Simunovic. Simunovic. Ball in. Rallis. Vicario. Oh. Just a goal. That's all I want. Just a goal. Come on. Come on, Zagreb. This is poor. This is very, very poor. Oh. Come on. We can do this. Just a goal. We beat Milan 3-1 at home. Oh, man. This is going to be it. If Ayer's tackled by Rallis, this will be the end of the game. He does go long looking for Tesla, but the referee doesn't even land to run him behind. And wow, that was... I'm not happy. I'm not happy with that performance. Assertively, I'm not happy with that. Oh well, we've got Rodez coming up in the league. That was dreadful. That was dreadful. Pay for missed chances. Oh no, I'm not going to talk to you. Mamic was looking at all these guys for the Croatia squad. I mean, embarrassing. That was absolutely bloody embarrassing. But you know, we dust ourselves off. We go back to the league. And we try and absolutely smash Rodez to get over our disappointment. Okay, so after the disappointing result in Ukraine, we change the whole front three. Guigon comes in on the left, Tesla starts up front, Simunovic on the right. Leria comes back into the net and Vicario starts in the middle, replacing Rallis, who drops to the bench. Other than that, it's all systems go. We're going to try and get in their faces assertively. I want us to do much better than what we did last time, which is what Marco Toss wants to say, but I couldn't find it. And assertively, there's a lot more to come. We need to put that game behind us, get out there, and absolutely smash them. I can't answer that question because it always means that I give it away. I always pick the answer. No matter how much I mix it up, I'll pick the answer that pisses him off, which means he'll go and concede. So better off just leaving it to the assistant. But we're playing the Rodez, who find themselves all the way down in 9th position. As Gronley, it's a free kick past the post. And it's an okay start, I guess. We've had the first shot, and it should be an easy win, because even at this point in the season, we are 20 points ahead of them. Vazadin are having an awful season. Played 10, lost 10. Absolutely ridiculously bad. Luco aren't doing too well under Ross Jacobs' management either. You're not motivating them as best they can. But Omnovic lays it back to Yeboah into Sperha. Sperha goes long and Simunovic wins the header. Gronley comes away with the ball into Tesla. Tesla turns, looks to move with it. Lays it out right to Simunovic, who's tackled but gets the ball back. Tesla into Simunovic again. Ball in. Guigon with a header, but he can't win it. Gronley back to Simunovic. In it goes, looking for Gronley again, but there's Simunovic, and it's saved really well at the near post. And Vicario will swing this corner in. Veselinovic with a header. Tried to head it back across, but just couldn't get the right connection. But this is more like it. Relentless pressure. Simunovic, Gronley on the edge. Vicario shoots, and he scores for his first goal of the season. He started the season pretty poorly. After turning down Real Madrid in a bizarre turn of events, he not started the season very well, but finds himself back in the starting lineup today. Picked up that pass from Gronley. Vicario is there. Shot in pretty much under the goalkeeper. And it's 1-0 Zagreb. I just wanted to try, if we be more expressive off, and just get them playing exactly how I want them to. So let's see if that makes a difference. Gronley at the back post is no one. Bodode looks to bring it away, and that's bouncing around. Tesla will get there first, and fires a cross in. It comes to Jurisev on the edge. He shoots. Good save from the goalkeeper. Jurisev, not a very common goal scorer for us here at Zagreb, and that's an easy catch for Orskanin, which is a great name for a goalkeeper. At the moment, very happy with that. We'll praise them because I was pretty harsh on them after the Ukraine game, so we'll just, tell them that it's not always beating them with a stick. Sometimes they do get the carrot at the end of it as well. So I'm not too sure why Ponce is now nervous after being praised, but yeah, I can't believe that game in Ukraine. We just absolutely capitulated. It obviously means I've got to work on the tactics for when we go away to teams in Europe, as Ballo puts it past the post. He hit that very well indeed. And, is that going to be the end of David De Gea's run? I said he was performing really well, but, if Laria comes in and performs well, then there's no need to drop him. And we also, potentially, have another goalkeeper coming in January. Some might say we're signing a Wunderchild again. I know how you guys like me when I use the word wonder child. So, yes, I found a potential, media-described wonder child in Brazil. I say I found it. One of the wonderful scouting team I've got found it. Don't get complacent, because that's probably what happened in the Ukraine. Yes, and we'll look at him after this game, actually. We'll go and have a look at him. And something else we're going to show after this game is the how the other Croatian teams are doing in Europe, because there was some surprising news as Jurisev out to Simunovic. Gronley shoots. Vicario's there, and Orskanin makes quite an easy save at the end of that one. And again, just the front players are really struggling to get into the games at the moment. So Tesla off for Jerry. Guigan will actually put DeSantis on the left hand side because he is right footed, and we'll go for that. But yeah, disappointing stuff from the strikers at the moment. I'm wondering if we might just have to mix something up with this tactic. I might have a bit of a time going through some other games. I mean, it's hard when maybe I need to have a look at that Shakhtar game in a bit more detail to see where the chances came from for them, what we were doing wrong to create our own chances, and go that way, because I did that previously after a big loss we had for Zagreb, and it worked out alright. Gronley, that's a pretty tame shot, and Orskanin makes an easy save yet again. But I mean, I can't complain too much. We're still unbeaten, and we're 8 points ahead of Dynamo, our biggest rivals. So yeah, I probably shouldn't be too harsh. And it was away in the Ukraine, it's a tough place to go, and I'm making excuses now, but yeah, shut up. Gronley, free kick, fires it in, looking for Veselinovic. Ballo would actually get there first, and Gronley scythed him down. Oh, it's a penalty. No, he hasn't. It's a penalty. We've got a penalty. Your Yeboah gave away a penalty. Vicario. Oh, for God's sake. Watch them go and get an equaliser now. Just watch it. Just watch it. Just you watch it. Well done, Larea. Good hold. Good hold. Because that was going to be the moment that I lost my shit. Simunovic can stay on, because we're going to do Ponce for Ledesma. Sure up the back line a little bit, I think. They're completely disinterested, which means they'll probably go and score. I'm being very pessimistic after that game. Very pessimistic after that Ukraine game. Not happy. See, because I think we're better than Shakhtar. I think we're going to smash them when we play them at our place. That's what's so annoying about it. That is what's so annoying about it. I think we're going to absolutely annihilate them at our place. Right, they've gone 4-3-3, which is normally quite good for the AI. But if Gronley's in, oh god, just shoot. Just shoot. I know we've got to work the ball into the box, but when you're in the box through one-on-one, you can just shoot. Gronley fires it in. It falls to Blesic, and here we go. Just foul him. Just foul him. Ledesma with a good header. Benkovic up to Simunovic. Into Simunovic. I need to give them a nickname. Jerry. Put him in. Jerry. Great run. Great finish. Oh, thank the Lord for that. Bloody hell. Right, we need a nickname for either Damir Simunovic or the right back Simunovic, because it's really confusing me, and they're going to be my starting right back and right winger for probably quite some time. So yeah, we need a nickname there. But that will be the game, and it'll be a 2-0 win to keep our unbeaten streak going at the top of the table. It's got to be some sort of mad record now. Well done, that was a good win after the disappointment in the Ukraine. But we'll go, and there must be score. Maintain winning streak, 8 matches won in a row. Lovely stuff. Press conference, off you go. Right, so the new goalkeeper we're bringing in is Diego Gonzalez from Uruguay. Sorry, not Brazil, Uruguay. Yeah, media description wonder kid. Looks like he's got some good stats already. Yeah, looks like he could be quite useful. We've paid his contract release fee of £2 million. So it's a risk, it's a gamble, but I'm tempted to go for it. And yeah, what else are we going to look at? Oh yes, the other teams in Europe. So Dynamo have qualified. They got knocked out of the Champions Cup best qualifying round 3, but did go into the Europa Cup and did beat Mold and got off quite an easy group, because they got Qarabag, Mold and Ajax. So they should obviously lose to Ajax, which they did. Only 1-0 though, which is good. And Mold 2-0. They beat them at home, and they have Qarabag coming up, which is good. I wonder if Arias, who we've sent him on loan, yeah, so he scored against Slaven Blupo. He's playing for them a little bit. Scored against Rijeka. Okay, he's getting a few goals for them. So we had who else got into Europe? Slaven Blupo didn't get into Europe. Rijeka, I think, had a little run in Europe. No, they didn't. I've completely made that up. Hajduk must have got into Europe. Yeah, so they got into the group stages as well. They've drawn 1-1 with FH, who are terrible. And they've just lost 4-1 to Sevilla at home, so they're not going to get out of it. But all these wins up here would have been good for the coefficients as well. I think it was it Lokomotiva that got, yeah, so group stage as well. They got a 4-1 win in the group stage against Zerzinski, and they've drawn 1-1 away at Standard, and they've got Augsburg, so they could be in a good position as well in the Europa League. And that is everybody, if I remember rightly. We'll just go and have a look at the old stages last year. Oh, it was Rudez who got in there. So they didn't do very much at all. They lost 1-0 to Partizan, drew 0-0 at home, so didn't even get past the qualifying rounds. What a waste of a position, to be honest. But yeah, we've got lots of teams in Europe this year, which is good. It's great for our coefficient, which means hopefully we'll push up the rankings table and be able to get a few more big name players in. But, you know, I'm happy with the squad at the moment. It's going okay. It's league's going brilliantly. It's just that game against the Ukraine. What an absolute shit show that was. 4-0 against the Ukraine, sorry, against Shakhtar Donetsk, but in the Ukraine. We only took 59 fans with us. Maybe that was the issue. Oh, well, Gronley had a good game, getting a 7, so there's, you know, one bit of positive news from it. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you liked the little look at the other teams in Europe and things like that. But if there's anything you want to see in future episodes, let me know. I will eventually get around to it. I've got a list of things that I just sort of occasionally look at my notepad and tick it off and go and have a look. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, but for now, I'm out. Cheers.